10 lays the foundation for public participation, recognizing the principles of governance and emphasizes the importance of involving citizens in matters affecting them. And in any democracy, the voice of the people is a powerful force guiding the actions and decisions in government, in any governance and the decisions that the government takes in day-to-day guides. And but when it comes to our case, I'm only summarizing because we are going to give you a written submission. In the Kenya scenario, the opposite is what is happening. In Kenya, we boast so well when we go out, we say, you know, we are a democracy, we have multi-parties, and we do election after every 5 years, but that's not enough. What do you do when it comes to involving citizens in governance, citizens in making decisions? How do you do that? A case in point that you're bringing on board is the issue of the Finance Bill 2023. We were so shocked as consumers and the citizens of Kenya that even after reaching out to citizens and citizens says no to areas of the finance bill, the government went ahead and passed that bill. Then where is our space as citizens of this country? Where is our space as consumers in Kenya? Where is our space? Where is our voice? And yet the Constitution is very clear. We've been given that provision that we have we have a right to voice what we feel is not going on right under the Article 46 of the Constitution. Consumer Protection Act of 2012 and the Competition Act of 2010. If you read together, you realize that there's a lot that is written that's protecting the consumers. But when it comes to action, actually the government does the opposite. And we are here to submit that going forward, we need to listen to the voice of the people. When people say this is not the way we need to go, please don't sit there and say this is what you feel is right for the people. Now, coming to the cost of living, there's an outcry from consumers that the cost of living is quite high, that people can hardly take anything home for their children. And now the government is going even further to ensure that they have people who are working, I don't know, instead of having extension officers and or having people that are going from house to house, the community health volunteers, now we are having people from KRA walking around. You want to take each and every bit from consumers until consumers are asking themselves, is this really our country? Is this the government that was voted in to protect us? Is this the country that we really want to live in? So as consumer grassroots associations, we pride ourselves to be the voice of the people, and we are a member organization of 10 more consumer organizations. We call ourselves the COC, and we thank this group for giving us an opportunity to come and present the issues that we have here before you. We have our recommendations. Straight to recommendations. We want to work closely with government as a civil society organization, that's consumer organizations, to sensitize consumers on their rights and obligations. And this has to be funded by government. If there could be a provision in the law to ensure that consumer organizations are funded just like political parties are funded, just like other areas of governance are funded or other entities are funded, we also get consumer representatives to be funded, and there should be a law to that. And number two, we want a platform where citizens can engage the duty bearers openly, that they can air out without being criminalized. And number three, we would want to work closely with the duty bearers also Yes, we want to work closely with the duty bearers to ensure that those gaps that are there in the Constitution are filled well. So that when you don't just wake up one morning and say, today I want to add tax on this, today I want to increase the cost of fuel, today I want to do this, not adding a penny even to the salaries of those that you are taxing. It's really painful. And for most of us, I know the speakers that spoke before us have really talked a lot. But for most of us, we know the kind of communities that we come from. It pains a lot that the government can sit as if it's in another planet and the citizens are in another planet. So yours is just to go and just pick and take. It really pains, and this is really making the families and also those who are being depended on to be overwhelmed as a team. As a Consumer Grassroots Association, I know we represent so many other consumers, and there are so many areas that we could talk about, but we chose to talk on that specific area. And since we are an umbrella organization of this working group, I think my colleague is going to pick up on other areas, and if you have any question, we are going to pick up on that and be respond to those questions. But finally, I just want to say we want a government that involves us to participate in everything. We want transparency from government. We want timely responses from government. Not that when we have the petitions, some of them are just put in garbage and the dustbins and they are not taken care of. Can we treat consumers in this country with some sort of dignity and with some sort of respect, because they matter a lot? And we want effective oversight. Empower us to oversight you, just as you oversight the executive. And finally, we just want to say that it was really an embarrassment when the Finance Bill 2023 was passed. We were so embarrassed as consumer representatives, and we look forward for a change, because we are here to correct each other. We are not here to throw stones. We want to tell government what should be done, and the government should also listen to us, and please bring us on board. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Suba, you have got, not yet. Suba, you have got 5 minutes remaining.
5 only, that's okay. Let me see what I can do with that. But going straight to